And McHugh on the front row. Corbett, Morosky, Sayer, Atkinson, Jensen and Nick Well. Lambert, Kostecki, Tipman, Richard Morgan, Fanning, Appleby, Butler, Prosser, Randy Morgan, Iverson, Morrison, Mantan. 35 laps, 20 of the best. And we are green for the grand final. McHugh to the top. Leads the first lap as Daniel Sayer slides up into position 2 and Morosky slides him back and he goes to position 3. Look at Daniel Sayer. He's impressive early and trading slide jobs with Cody Morosky. Dave Fanning hits the concrete, but we stay green. We keep it rolling. And McHugh, your runaway leader. After the first couple of laps here. Oh, we got problems on the main straight and we're red. With one, Dave Fanning upside down on the main straight, just laid over. Let's go racing for Clay-Per-View and Queensland Speedway Spares. McHugh loves fresh air. Oh, and Manton gets into the concrete further back. And it's a little bit wobble in the last 4 positions. But Oldfield just might have got a move on there, and he's closing in on Lockie McHugh, it would appear. Back at McHugh. And Sayer's probably coming to Morosky right now as they get into lap traffic, Tegan. It's going to get busy.
Yeah, definitely busy ahead. 3 lap cars ahead of the race leader, Lockie McHugh, as Oldfield closed in a big way. Lambert's top wing is twisted just ahead of your race leader. Got some issues for the 90 car as McHugh puts Lambert between himself and the second spot. And here comes Morosky out of nowhere, slides underneath Oldfield. Oldfield back to third, Morosky up to second. Righto, I think this is exactly what Toby was talking about. Morosky seems to have the speed.
Oh, Daniel Sayer cut down a tyre. Oh, what a shame. Or maybe he hasn't cut down a tyre, might have broken. Oh, what a shame for Daniel Sayer. That's how it finishes his weekend. He was third last night in Brisbane. If we go green once again, McHugh, Oldfield, Morosky. Corbett back up the 4th now. Atkinson's 5th, Taylor Prosser's 6th, and a Butler 7th, who's starting to get rolling. Back to Darren Jensen, Nick Well and Brody Kostecki, your top 10. McHugh doing enough at the moment at the front of this race. 19 laps to run. Oldfield is just staying close enough to be a threat. And Oldfield is a real threat in this race, Tegan.
Yeah, Oldfield and McHugh have stretched out from Morosky. Morosky probably the loser out of that one as Anthony Lambert goes into the wall on the entry of turn 1 there.
Yeah, got into the concrete, Toby.
McHugh now on the top side of the track with the lap cars down on the low side, working it perfectly, but Titman just crosses up. Iverson, a bit of contact with McHugh there. Nearly gets into Nash Morris. Oldfield closes in a big way as the cars just get a little bit unsettled. Morosky hasn't closed the gap, probably like he did the last time. Lockie McHugh and Luke Oldfield caught lap traffic, but he's starting to come and he's closing the gap on Oldfield. 13 left to run here as McHugh really stretches out the lead. 1 lap car at about a quarter of a lap between himself and Luke Oldfield. But as I say that, McHugh gets caught up with 2 lap cars ahead of him. Morosky right on the tail end, slides in underneath Oldfield. Morosky couldn't make it stick. Oldfield stays in second, closes in on McHugh. The race is on here, right, with 12 to run.
Yeah, now the racetrack really widens up. Morosky, slide job here on Oldfield. Oh, that was as close as you'll get. It's starting to get desperate now. At the end of the race, Kostecki gets the concrete. Drives it up, we stay green. McHugh leads Oldfield. Morosky is third. Atkinson.
Up to the top side he goes. Morgan just sneaks up towards the wall in front of him. McHugh managed to get underneath Jansen. Keeps some distance between himself and Luke Oldfield. Morovsky closing in on the front two. 5.5 left to run here of this day, mate. And Morovsky slides in under Luke Oldfield. Oldfield switches back, nearly made contact.
Oh, and he's cut his left rear down. Morovsky's cut his tyre down. And Morovsky's out of the event. McHugh, your leader, with 4 to run. Oldfield is second. Atkinson is third on the racetrack. McHugh a big lead now with 2 laps left to run. Rotating perfectly on the racetrack. White flag comes out. Oh, Atkinson makes contact with Prosser. There's 1 to run. Down the back chute, the grand final, the Ultimate Sprint Car Championship for Clay-Per-View and Queensland Speedway Spares. McHugh wins the grand final and McHugh wins the series for 2023. Oldfield home in second.